lads get ready for some areas that look absolutely incredible, and some skills only a darkness mod would require. So our team who ordered Amazon, not quite an Amazon, but an Amazon. It's strong already, lads. So we're playing on Players 8. I feel like I kind of have to now, all the time. Why have I got 2 life? Okay, let's restart the mod. Let's get this sorted out.
Good day.
That's it, we're halving those hit points. 1. So the Darkness mod is incredible, by the way. We've got 1 hit point, 1 mana to start with, and Vitality, Energy does nothing for me. So I can't just struggle in the early game and pump those, and of course, no Mercenary. This is going to be tough. It was very tough, and you're about to see some peak gameplay. Now, I'm not particularly good at this game, in my opinion. I know a lot about it, and I love playing it. But I'm absolutely terrified of getting hit by this Core Beast, this Quill Rat. You could one-shot me. Javelin's going to be OP for this, but I get a very limited supply to begin with. Just carving them up. And the Darkness mod, I might just brighten this in post, but it's very difficult for me to see. So the ones holding torches, I'm very grateful for. The ones that couldn't afford torches are probably actually likely to be the danger. And there's an old man there. And on Players 8, they do have like 450% more hit points, so they're not going down without a fight. And the problem is they're draining my limited resource. Incredible early find there. Throwing my hit points to a ludicrous 6. Which means I can probably tank a hit from a Fallen, but might struggle with 2. Straight in with Critical Strike. Absolute Amazon necessity. Gives a chance of doing double damage. It scales off, but the first like 4 or 5 points are absolutely vital. And you'll see it put to great use immediately. So you hit this old man. Looks like he was doing a wee against the wall. And we're getting some decent level ups quite quickly. Players 8 is just so good for that early experience. Our first real challenge here is the shamans and their ability to resurrect. I'm just chucking, maybe wasting it, but I've got to try and hit those shaman in the back row. There's not much I can do here other than throw with abandon. Unfortunately, because they keep resurrecting, they keep regenerating that front line. I feel a bit bad for that guy. Just could barely look up. That's it, now we can come back down. And already you can see the warning I'm running out of javelins. I did find that second stack. There is a decent enough chance to find some more. And there's no point me putting points into vitality and energy, so I'm literally just going to be putting them into strength and dexterity. Dexterity is pretty good, at least it's going to help my... I'm not going to use a shield. I am just going to use probably a bow at some point. We'll see what we find. The nice thing getting into this is I don't know really what I'm going to do at this point. Creature... Oh, here we go. So this might be our first decent weapon. And actually, we found those 2 chipped emeralds. Is it Fate? I'm going to get interrupted a lot. I have to rely upon sound quite a lot with this mod. So I can hear some groans. I think this is probably the safest option. And actually, I've never... This is the first time I've played an Amazon on this channel, I'm pretty certain. Unless I've forgotten some beloved character. But I'm pretty certain this is the first time. The problem is all of these skills cost so much mana. Except for Magic Arrow. At the right level. It might be worth just putting this. So let's talk Magic Arrow, because this is a great option. It has something like physical damage converted to magic, and it has some bonus attack rating. The damage scaling is dreadful, but you can see the mana cost. By the time you get to level 13, it costs nothing. And actually that could be very, very useful for us, considering our mana pool is, well, it's doubled since the beginning of the game. But it is currently sitting at 2, and there's not much you can do with that. I don't really want to have to rely upon subsidising a lot of our mana and health with equipment. I mean, health we're going to have to. I'm just dreading that Duriel fight so much. But even Andariel... Oh, okay. We're a long way from that point now. And it is so dark in these caves. And I am a scared boy right now. With 6 hit points, I feel okay. I could probably tank a hit. And a lot of these guys aren't too aggressive. Just keep putting points into Magic Arrow. Actually, the arrows here are doing a great service. We found the Bowls Club. That might not translate. It's very English sport. There's lots of old men throwing balls on a nicely manicured lawn. And they need to die for such a crime. They are quite aggressive when you hit them. They're very slow. The damage I'm doing is pretty poor. A lot of the damage I'm doing is the poison damage from those chipped emeralds. Oh, Grand Charm there as well. Let's grab that. Gonna be big. Oh, nice. Actually, pretty good. Nice start. Oh my goodness. You kidding me? And of course, always one hiding. A lot of these voice lines I'm really unfamiliar with. Honestly, I never play an Amazon at all. Why bother, right? One of my first ever Amazons was a Jabazon. This is like pre-Lord of Destruction. Ooh, actually pretty decent javelins there as well. Keeping some spare arrows in the back pocket. Don't know if we'll need them, to be honest. Now they've upped the stack size to 500. You don't run out nearly as often as you used to. 4 life as well. Getting excited. We're well up there with our 5 on that. On that rare we've got.
Beware.
Fellow sister there. Beware of Decker Cain's many massage chambers. They're called chambers now. Because the hidden depths of the dungeons within. And there's some disgruntled feminists still campaigning outside. When will the terror end? Well, for them, never. Will the man be brought to justice? Only a gibbet. Only at the hands of a gibbet or an extensive lawsuit. Let's have a look to see. Oh no, what have we seen? A victim. Never confront him in his own den, by the way. Yeah, for those who might be their first video, I've created quite a backstory about Decker Cain and his many massage parlours. So yeah, I'll make a wiki page on it one of these days. So this is going well, but also not well. Yeah, it wouldn't help if I didn't shoot the tree there. The first time you kill the Fallen, you get full experience. When they get resurrected, you get nothing for killing them again. So actually that first volley in is working out really well. But this probably isn't going to give me any experience at all. I'm just doing it because... why wouldn't you? Put some stinky clouds down and watch them all perish. Oh damn. And their charge, honestly, the rogues, the Dark Hunters. Incredible speed when they kind of get you for the first time. Charge up towards you for the first time. Not very coherent at the moment, so it's going to be a long one, lads. Dexterity, strength. I mean, look, strength normally I only ever get to 60 for plated belts. You can get most of your basics there for normal difficulty at least. I love the lighting on that shrine as well. At the moment, it really just looks like it's nighttime. But there are some areas that look really, really good. And every cave looks absolutely terrifying. Just chucking some potions around here. They kind of become slightly redundant, a lot of potions after a certain point. But Cold Plains, Stony Field, really good just to get some experience. You can see it's ticking up quite nicely. Now that +1 energy, you can see, does absolutely nothing for my mana. But I'll put it there just for the cash value later on. I'll probably forget, to be honest, until it gets replaced. A nice little, normally about 800 to 1,000 gold, I think. I could be wildly inaccurate there, but definitely worth a few hundred. And look here, I managed to kill the man without really seeing him in action. I was terrified of his lightning body and the damage he could do to me, but actually I didn't see him. Never saw the guy, Gov. Some decent cash here as well. I'm holding on to things like throwing knives, because at one point I thought maybe we could transition, but I don't see the point at this point. The bow's doing really well. And actually with runes, the bow could be really good. Oh, that's such a good idea. Yeah, we should definitely go heavy on the bows. So you can get 3-socket bow quite easily. Managed to find them, almost some of the first items I've found in some runs. We're collecting a few decent stones there as well. Oh, nice little find there. Cheeky little extra life. 11 life, guys. And we've got a decent belt as well. Now the potions, of course, don't do a lot for us. I've only worked out quite late in the run that rejuvenation potions, which recover, what, a third of your total health and mana, aren't very good when you've only got 11 hit points. I was looking for the waypoint. I want to make sure I get that before I... Oh, Ash Widow there. Very, very dangerous here. Ash Widow, extra strong archer, but actually not got the brains that I do. Throw in some magic arrows just for the visual. The extra damage isn't particularly good, but if I've got the mana, I may as well use it. And actually, it regenerates semi-decent pace. A little bit more experience before I get into the caves. I actually took one of the first hits there. That's confirmed no-hit run. Over. I would... I'll talk about it more, I'm sure, during this. But this gave me the idea of doing a no-hit run. And it's, as you can see, it would be terrible for me to even try and commit the time and energy and waste everyone's time on my many failed attempts. But good God, this is very scary. Sinmore looks incredible as well. Plays 8, he did not have a lot of health, I'll be honest. And this was my big concern here. I just can't see them. Look, they're impossible to see. If only there was a skill. Yeah, this is unbearable. And the thing is, they never shoot in sync. Like, even when they're next to each other and you aggro them at the same time, they have slightly delayed. Some of them have like variable reactions to firing, so you can never really get there. Oh, I just saw something pretty good down there. Let's get rid of this guy. Oh God, and a hero. Another hero. Oh, nice to level up as well. Are we in a sight point? I need to get magic hour up. Let's get it to 13, I think, and then we can start getting excited. And this beautiful corpse quill here. That is some decent stats as well. Quite like the additional damage to undead. Yeah, I'm pleased with this. I've not really used a crossbow before. I think I used a crossbow with a necromancer once. You can get some decent ones with plus the necro skills. And this is absolutely terrifying. A baptism of fire for my new weapon. And luckily we've got 11 hit points. We've got a lot of tolerance. But this is risky. So if you run past a creature, they pretty much have a 95% chance to hit you. So you need to stagger when you run and when you walk. So you need to like make sure you're making the most of running to get away from them, but also walking in order to not get hit every single time. So there, I'm risking it. There, I'm risking it as well. Lucky my timing's impeccable, so it should be fine, but I don't like the fact that I'm getting peppered with arrows, bony arrows. Presumably they're using their own ribs at this point because they've fired so many. Okay, comfortable. This is I haven't even got past the door yet. And you can see, like, I just hear them in the distance. So I'm having to, like, check with my mouse just to see if there's things around here. If only there was a skill. And I'm actually using the magic arrow. Oh, there's one! Yeah, tell me you saw that. You didn't, definitely didn't. Yeah, we can just, like, have a look ahead. We've all done that with a sorceress before. Like, throw a meteor or something around. Or a firewall just to kind of illuminate areas. And this is super sketch. You can see how many bodies there are around. We do have an ability, maybe on the crossbow I think it was, like a +1 to cold, or maybe we picked up a charm at this point. We have an option to shatter, like a chance to shatter with a cold damage. Wow, that's 6 damage in hit. That doesn't sound like a lot, guys, but that is over half my health. And there's 2 of them there. Any more here? Oh, there's one right there! Oh, there's the chance to shatter, you can see. We've got to be super, super careful, though. If we run up to a hero pack, it might be a reset. You can see some of the challenge I had. A lot of kiting going on. Kind of familiar doing this with games at this point. Kiting being like moving back to make sure I can keep peppering them with arrows without getting hit. I'm sure it's a familiar term by this point to many of you, but just in case. I really don't feel I've gone the right way at this point. Oh, the Darkwood, thank God. We can breathe for a moment. Man, it is definitely the darkest I've ever seen the Darkwood being as well. And it's relentless. And already I'm being harassed by some charity workers. Some signatures for some massage parlour shut down. I'm interested. Got demons to slay. And that is dangerous. Spike fiends as well. Luckily you can see their quills quite comfortably. Doomvex, badass name. I do not want to get hit by that. Mana burn I'm not so bothered by, but... Okay, I think we're safe now. Whoa, we're not safe. Again, I don't think the Carver's... Now I've got 19 health. I don't think the Carver's going to be that much of a trouble. At this point, just looking for the Scroll of Infus. Inifus? Inifus is better. But I'm really risking this. This is getting hemmed in. Getting tagged. Another tag there as well. I think we'll be okay. I can hear some death. And look at this. Incredible. This is actually probably the way to play. And the Dark Wood is actually a really good place to level. You can see the potions are still doing something, these strangling gas potions. And I made a massive error here. You can see my stamina is almost 0. Oh my god, the guy hits. The guy slaps. I can't stop. I can't stop. I've got no stamina. Okay, let's walk for a bit. We just got to, like, I don't know. They're slow enough that I can maybe walk away from them. And this is not good at all. And there's a massage parlour that's been burnt to the ground. Maybe if I don't really have enough of these potions to do this over and over again. It's actually too risky, and I'm completely out. I do have a stamina potion. I've got some pots. Let's just grab the scroll. Let's just grab the scroll.
What a strange.
I can see that he's shiny back. That's definitely the main guy. Oh! And I definitely survived. Now, for whatever reason, because I've never died on normal, for whatever reason, I decided just to get some more experience by completely restarting. It's not like, because I wouldn't rage quit. I'm not that kind of a guy. I'm too chill. But I definitely didn't rage quit. And I definitely didn't have to restart from Recognition. And have to walk back through that god-awful cave system. Whoa, gosh. Okay, and it's even leveling is risky. Recognition. Yeah, it's a bit difficult at this point to hide the fact that I found this very difficult. So I am not even, I'd say maybe a third of the way through the first act. I'm not sure if I'm cut out for this. And even then I was lucky, I think, not to get clipped by more of these guys. You can see some of the accuracy there I'm going to be displaying. Now if you came here for peak gameplay, yeah. If you want peak entertainment, yeah, again, I think you might struggle, but if you want one man, Willie, and this was my reward, by the way. Look at that, 26 life. I feel like we can take a volley or two now. We just got to hope, and I know the route. We just got to hope and pray. What is that? Oh, chat, of course. I can't even see the arrows coming down. I think they might be blocked. I think you might be blocked by the little brazier. Brazier? Maybe it's just a brazier. I think an embrasier is an arrow slit in a castle. Apologies to my fellow medieval architects. Oh, I am getting clipped. And he's a ghost as well. Oh, slowed. Ghosts have a chill effect on hit. And they're a pain in the arse to kill anyway. Oh, is that other one getting in the way? Every now and then I'm pretty good. But I'm really struggling with this one, guys, I'll be honest. I think I'm just quite intimidated by the darkness. And also, maybe I'm starting to realise, Players 8, this is actually maybe harder than I thought it was going to be. Okay, this feels better. If we can get a chill. Oh, the damage is unbelievable. Normally at this point I'd have maybe 70, 80 hit points. So you can just tank a few hits. But this time round, when he's extra strong, extra fast, there's no breathing room. Yes, thank God. It's that easy. And that's why I never die on normal. I need this. I mean, I'm going to have to tank this, I think. Oh, one of those hits. I mean, it's only 8 health. I can't take more than 3. No, I'm looking for a better bow than that. Maybe a hunter's bow? A long bow? I'm not sure.
What a strength. I
think hunter's bow, 3-socket hunter's bow will be ideal. And love that. Look at that shrine effect. Lighting looks incredible. And that's why I like playing with mods now, guys. Just because it's a refreshing way of playing. And I saw this darkness mod. I actually thought of doing this kind of 1 health, 1 mana run anyway. Then I saw the darkness mod and I thought, oh man, this will be incredibly difficult. But for a man who's never died on normal, what's the challenge? Pretty good stone layout there. I'm not going to deny the glory of this cinematic, in-game cinematic. Beautiful. There's an old man I need some help from. Whoa, some arrows there whizzing past. Jeez, cut my ponytail off. So of course there are archers everywhere. And archers are bad enough at the best of times. Ooh, black maim. Not sure if you're allowed to call it that anymore. I think it's just maim. But for those, seriously, those who suffer from black maim, I'll put up a remedy, an online remedy. Because I know it's embarrassing. Especially the way you contracted it. Good God. Have some shame. Oh, we're cracking through this. I'm kind of... You can tell I'm slightly warmed up at this point. I'm not talking about the fact that I'm had a bit of rum while I'm doing this voiceover. It's not a crime, officer. Not like you contracting black mame. Here we go, cracking through these guys. Upgrading the amulet there from +1 energy to +2. I had a lot of luck there. We're at level 12. Mana cost is 0.1. I did some testing here, and I can confirm, looks like the mana never runs out. I might be wrong. Seem to be proven wrong. And unfortunately, we've got to rescue this troublesome old man from his gibbet. It's the fate he deserves, but I need his assistance.
Deckard Cain, go to the rogue's camp without delay.
He can't wait to go back there. Teach those women some... How dare they destroy his business after everything he did for them. So let's unleash that terrible man on those unsuspecting women, just so he can identify some magic items for us. Actually, the damage is very good. You can see here, comfortable. There's no danger of me getting even touched by Griswold at this point. And here's where I worked out you can run out of mana when you've got a 0.1 mana cost skill. So I did have to move like a coward. I'm not going to get hit by his cursed body. And straight into the Forgotten Tower. We're in the Tower Cellar. This is the danger of the Tower Cellar, by the way. They can just be waiting for you in ambush. Luckily, the damage is good. I'm actually pretty decent level for this point as well. And a nice little cheeky ring here as well. Not much there, I'll be honest. Unfortunately, even if you get something that's quite good... And oh my god, almost the most dangerous thing we could come up against. A group of women. No, archers in this instance. A tower is absolutely lethal when you run into a hero pack of archers. And they're trying to break their line of sight there, but they are relentless. Oh, this is not good. I think let's double down on this. Let's just keep running. They are running after me. What's their problem? I'm going to have to hit the racks as well. There we go, we're safe. Pretty risky, that. What a weird map as well, like that straight gauntlet run. Just trying to kill myself with some barrels here, clearly. Big brain moves for what? A potion. And this is a pretty sizable group. The benefit we have with the Fallen is they tend to dissipate once you kill one of them, so even though the group's pretty big, manageable. And interesting, there is actually a hero amongst them. But it's not the hero they need. They need someone a little bit chunkier than this. Magic Arrow here is doing some real damage. The extra +1 damage you get for every level in Magic Arrow will quickly become redundant. But at this point, now I'm getting that 12 extra damage from the 12 levels I've put into it. At this point in the game, it's kicking ass. Sinfest of the Jagged. The little extra cold damage we've got is really helping slow. And some ghosts, I'm kind of looking forward to cracking through some of these ghosts. The extra damage we do, the magic damage. Whoa! Okay. We've got to be a bit careful of... I didn't even see that guy was cold enchanted. But he almost killed us in his death throw. Throwing that ice grenade. Incredible. Yeah, we're one-shotting a lot of these now. Now, I do generally play the last level of the tower on Players 1. Just because so many people criticise me for playing it on Players 8. So I reduced the amount of rune drops, so this should suddenly look like it's the easiest. There are some Dark Stalkers in there. I'm not sure the Dark Stalkers are who I meant. There are some archers in there. I'm trying to just see if I can clip Countess. It looks like I'm going to have to go in there. Get my hands dirty. Oh, luckily some of them coming back out. Foolish manoeuvre. Quite want that long staff, actually. Can be worth quite a decent amount of money. Oh my god. Yeah. That's as good as it gets. Oh, do we have to go through that gauntlet as well? We've got free magic arrow now. But we've got to run. Luckily, I put a portal down at like level 4, so we're not too far away. We don't have to run that gauntlet. But let's speed through that. The longstaff had nothing on it, by the way, so it's worth almost nothing. It's just basically a stick. Okay, I've also got to be careful of the Countess. Not so bothered by the damage she can do physically, but in her death, because she's fire enchanted, she explodes like that. Tear in a tower rune to start. Tal is what we're after. It's decent damage sometimes when you hit that crit. Hell rune. Oh my god, that is dreadful. Got 3 socket short bow there. I think I could probably do better than a short bow at this point. Let's be careful and Eth rune. Taloneth. You know we need it. Interesting to get... I've only momentarily showed it there, which is not really enough time for me to talk about it. But you can get a chance to cast amplify damage on hit, which has potential. Ooh, a double Row. Very nice. Row's quite good because it does fire damage, and Andariel is weak against fire. Oh, busy in there. Kind of thought I cleared most of them out. Oh, what a shot there. Another Row. Not really what we need. Oh, there's a little cheeky little longbow there. Yeah, I think the non-rare stuff is going to be pretty poor. Okay, it's actually a lot faster as well. And those are some much better mods. I'm not getting much else from that. Quite nice to change it up as well. I need to buy some arrows though. Oh, actually I don't. Oh, look at this little cheeky find as well. This is maybe the third time I've ever found this, by the way. Sometimes it's coming clutch. Completely useless for me, and it's ethereal, but just nice thing for the collection. I'm definitely never going to use it. It's too risky getting to melee with this much health. But 25% chance of crushing blow on that. Some of these early, like, Act 1 items, they're really tough to find the uniques. They have some decent mods. Crushing blow being one of them. Crushing blow is a chance to do, like, fixed damage, like 10% of the enemy's health. So for bosses, very overpowered. Random look here, by the way, in Geet's inventory, which I never do. 3 socket long, and it's superior. Plus 2 attack rating. Ooh, delicious. Might be worth having a quick look to see. There's no room already. So towels, unfortunately the level requirement for a lot of these runes is a little bit higher than I am right now. 19 for the rows, 17 for towels. But man, the damage is insane. We could do 2 rounds in a towel. Just some weird things you say while playing this game. What I'm looking for here is a belt. I know I can get plus life mods on a belt. And here we've got fast hit recovery. I didn't really want to get hit. Nice to have some resists. I mean, it's nice to get a rare. Actually, I think I'd probably prefer the life. Let's keep looking. Again, there's nothing there I want. No. No. Oh, 6 to life? We're back in it, boys. I think that's probably the best we'll do. Another... Wow. So many rares. Was that the same one? Oops. 7 to life? Well, that has made all the difference. That's kind of what I came for. It cost me about a lot. Oh no, another victim. God. He's the I let him out for 1 second and he's already back on it. On the spree. So I can't really be bothered to run the countess anymore. I've done it quite a few times and it's quite boring. I easily fatigue, which is why I do these challenge runs. I'm not that much of a farmer. I know some of you guys are probably farming right now, so God bless you for getting the equipment that I'd rather buy than... And I don't mean real money for a second, by the way. I mean for the limited stuff that I find. I'd much rather trade for perfect gems, trade my way up with a Hellforge, than do 100 runs of anything. Oh, scripted event. Audi pops. Granddaddy lightning there. Not impressed. Have a quick look up, actually. This area already looks pretty cool. This lighting. But this is the symbol. The Sisters of the Sightless Eye. I can only find this like one symbol from this like book reference. But you can see they have... I don't really love the way they've done this in the remaster, because I don't think it looks exactly like, well, canonically how it should do. Just kill some endangered animals here. Finally found a refuge, only for me to just butcher them. Get a nice little fur coat out of this. But yeah, there's loads of lore in this game. Oh, that's disgusting, actually. Block the door, yeah. It's going to take quite the clean-up crew. Whoa, okay. Flame spike? Wow, okay. I'm not sure this is worth it. These guys aren't going to give me anything other than a pain. I'm a thorn in the ass, so let's go. Yeah, and they actually hit pretty hard. Let's get this. I can see there's some rogues below us there. Black rogues. I don't think you call them that anymore, Gran. I think they're just rogues, like the rest of us. Okay, here we go. Lucky they get stun locked very easily, by the way. I think the biggest danger is their charge. Their initial charge. Oh, it's dark in there. It actually is. I'm a big fan of horror movies. Maybe it's because I scare so easily. Some of my favourite movies, recent movies, are Insidious. I can't go to the cinema now because I just hate other people too much. But that is incredibly dark. That is creepy as anything. We'll get through it together. Just, I'm actually more scared of the code violations on these barrels. These are not stacked safely. But that's going to motivate me, I think, to clean up this mess. These guys really need to be more responsible. They're more likely to be killed by the barrels than they are by me. Luckily, they've illuminated this place. Just go around, clear this, got to get the shaman. Again, thankfully not a huge amount of health. The poison damage I'm doing, along with the magic damage we've got from quite a decent high level of magic arrow now. It means we're hitting quite often because we've got a really good attack rating bonus. But these are kind of places... There's too many shaman there. They're resurrecting them before I can kill them. I can't keep up with the rate of resurrection. I'm glad they didn't nerf that. It's quite good fun. I'm going to have to run in. I'm glad they didn't nerf it because it was... they will choose resurrecting, which happens immediately over almost anything else. Oh, the goat boys are here. This is actually pretty risky. Hero goat. And they look like they're quite speedy as well. And even the normal goats here could do some pretty decent damage. Stone maim. Fire enchanted. Got to be careful not to kill him. Too close proximity because he will explode. Oh, look at this. No, I actually can't tell you what that is. Is that the necromancer skill one? Lead crow. Okay. 25% deadly strike. So that is a chance of doing double damage. Much like my critical strike. Poison resist for Andariel. Oh, and the life. Very nice. Yeah, I've never found this before. Not sure if I love it. It's actually not great, but it's mainly the speed of the crossbows I can't stand. Hence why I'm not using it immediately. We'll put it on the back burner. No, just a cool thing to find. Getting some of these like avoid skills here, evade skills. I have put a point in a sight, but I haven't used it yet. Because the mana cost is 5, and I've only got 9 mana. So I can use it once, and then I have to just calm myself down. A point in avoid there. Penetrate there. What a name for a skill. Actually, coincidentally, the same name as Deckard Cain's fouled nightclub chain. Yeah. The less we talk about that, the better. The drinks might have been advertised as being free, but the cost. Oh, good God, the cost.
What nightmarish tortures
We're in the jail. Oh, I hate this place. Yeah, crime doesn't pay. You have to be sent to this hell. It's so dark as well. I'm basically using my arrows here just to like illuminate the way. Look at these. Unbelievable. The Calcium Conference there, sending more assassins. See, annoyingly, you can see they're just not in sync. So there's very little opportunity for me to fire back without getting clipped. And these guys come out absolutely nowhere. Dark ones. Not sure you're allowed to call them that anymore, Gran. I think they're just ones, like the rest of us. Lovely looking. I'm going to start using Inner Sight as well. So Inner Sight, it does something about monster armor. I mean, who cares? The duration goes up, which is kind of necessary. But the best thing is it illuminates creatures. The range of the illumination is so poor. It's basically everything on the screen with you. And it needs to be much further to be viable. This hero. Howling Ooze Flame. I mean, I think anyone who went to Penetrate Nightclub would have picked up some of that. But if you're currently suffering, then I'll put up just a little help for those who may be too embarrassed to search on a work computer. Lovely little table kiting here. And Ooze Flame. Penetrated with a magic arrow. That is the solution. That is the cure as well, for those interested. Lovely little... I wish they'd done more of this, the secret doors and stuff. What fun it would be. There were loads of them. A sad solitary bed situation there. And actually, look, I hate to say it, because I didn't enjoy myself, but in a vain attempt to scrape any kind of enjoyment from this place, having lots of fallen in a fish tank and just be able to shoot them, it's quite good fun. Especially in the champions as well, because you know the drops are going to be. At least there's some cash to be had. And cash means prizes, and by that I mean gambling, which we all know I love to do in this game. And this is why the jail is just the worst. I mean, if it had cave leapers in this place, then I'd kind of like, yeah, absolutely. Maybe some souls. Maybe some icy terrors. Yeah, you get where I'm going with this. And look, this is a person who's so close to the end. He's probably smashed their head against the wall in frustration. But these stairs, thank God. Oh, it looks cool out here. Look at this. Oh, look, a bit of barrel shadows. Easier to say when you're sober. Not that easy, though. And always click on the victim of flames for the final victim of flames, Spike the Crawler.
Good evening.
I'm looking here on Chassis just to see if I've got any chance of... I'm just thinking maybe a hunter's bow, because it's faster. Very fast attack speed. And actually 3-socket, very fast, might be better than this. The only thing we've got here is we do more core damage. And Magic Arrow does convert some of that damage. You can see that 29% physical damage is converted to magic damage. So maybe just for that extra few points of damage. So here we are. Towel, 75 damage poison. 2 of those 150. I don't have another towel. I've already used the one I was going to use for the stealth. Level 19 for Rao, which is annoying. Let's just roll with this. It's still a massive amount of damage. Wow, it's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. So, look, it's over time. But it's still... Oh my god, this place looks incredible. Alright, run away, run away. This is annoying, so I really want to have a look around. But the lighting in that place looks like Diablo 1. It looks honestly like the cathedral from the first Diablo in screenshots. Oh, and the damage is pretty good. I basically need to hit everything once. And then just wait. Wow, this place looks incredible. This is actually an improvement. What a mod. I'll put the mod link in the description so you can give it a go, but it's worth just getting here. Wow, this looks really cool. This really feels like, to me, like core Diablo aesthetic, by the way. Even though Diablo 2 doesn't really do this. It's amazing to think... Oh. Oh, fuck! Anyway. I was literally too busy looking up at the architecture, the architraves. Saying that, I went to... I'm tempted to share some of my pictures of my recent visit to Arundel Castle in the UK. It was incredible, by the way. Real, like, peak castle on a beautiful day, man. I still haven't learned at this point, by the way, those rejuvenation potions. There's something there in those gloves. Chuck on the floor. I don't think any bow at this point would pick up, even if it's unique, will be close to the overpowered rune word that we've made. The Tau. The block chance on these is real pain. The axe as well. Man, they were tankier than I was comfortable with. Just checking there's no one else down there. It might be alright. A lot of safety portals. Again, I haven't died yet, but it's always a possibility. Doomhead the Hammer. Oh, holy shit, that's a good name. Doomhead the Hammer, and he's a spider. He should be the final boss. Lovely waypoint to get this one. Really, really messy though. Really, really mucky around here. I need to sort that out. There's not much point me putting the stats. I'm not going to show you much more of me putting points into either dexterity or strength. Decoy, we got to get it eventually. Penetrate. When you can penetrate, you should penetrate. That's another one of the nightclubs. The many, many failed marketing campaigns at the nightclub. Penetrate nightclub. I like to think that this whole area was penetrated. Like, I need to probably stop that. Me, it's going to get me demonetized. Unbelievably bad luck with these guys as well. Soul Venom the Dead. They don't seem super susceptible to poison. And they are absolute pain in terms of how much they move around. Luckily we can't hit. No, we've got to be careful because in the looming in the darkness, there's some old people, and there's nothing worse than an old person. Oh, lovely little dodge there. It's interesting. The fireballs can be a combination of the normal fireball and then like a skull one. He's not going to do it now, but keep an eye on next time. And here we are, almost at the end of Act 1. I think the game will speed up as we get further levels. But I'm interested to see how different some of the areas are, just based on the lighting, right? That's definitely the best looking area. It's almost the best looking area I've ever seen in this game. Cathedral. So props to the guy who made this mod. Time to run away. Let's try and kill these fallen down slightly. Got the machine gun out here. This isn't real time. I have to speed this up because otherwise you're just going to spend a long time. Normally I like to show most of this part of like when you get to the boss, but this is a lot of machine gunning. And actually my damage is so good I can hit most of these fallen once. Another absolute trash tier amulet. So clear this pack out here, and at range this is actually really good fun because I can kill these without aggroing my mother-in-law who is waiting just ahead. I bet she's not got a top on again. Just easy. I'm thinking I might be hitting her at this point. Not sure exactly what the range is. Okay, she's taking some decent damage. Not sure. That must be the poison, right? She can't be fully susceptible to poison given her many attacks being very poison based. Let's just click that so I don't accidentally run into it. Just gotta be. I'm a bit worried about poison being upset out the way. As soon as I jinx myself there, that's probably the most dangerous attack. That kind of Nova, and of course the shield blocking on that fallen, incredible. Picking up some absolute trash here by mistake. Getting clipped again. Oh, that was a dodge there as well. See that? That's not me dodging, of course. That's the skill point I have in avoid or evade. I can never tell the difference. I've got to be careful. We can trade quite effectively though. Poison will never kill you in this game. It'll just take you down to 1 life, which to me is not a great issue. I don't have a huge amount of health anyway. I just don't want to be too susceptible to getting clipped by like a piece of fire or something. That will kill me. Not that I've died to that way already, but I can imagine it's theoretical, right? If a countess had a firewall, for instance. Oh, nice. Pretty cozy. Yeah, it was at that point I realised rejuvenation potions were absolutely pointless, but didn't stop me putting them in my belt again. I am poisoned now, and I am a bit worried I'm going to get killed by something, so let's just quickly sort through this loot. Oh, I would have loved a unique helm. That would have been really good. I think at this point, the hunter's bow is not going to be anything. I'm just a bit concerned about hanging around too much here. I'll grab the helm. You never know, might have some health on it. Let's get out of here. The hunter's bow is going to be pointless. It won't have anywhere close to the mods that I've got with the Tau Tau.
Yes?
Let's get out of here.
Greetings. I don't expect this of you, but if you want to help me, I would be grateful.
I actually listened to a lot of that. It's great. The voice acting in this game is so good. I had a quick look around town as well. It is dark, I'll be honest. But it definitely amps up the danger of these dungeons. It feels a lot like you're just playing on a harder difficulty. And it's very easy just to wander into spots like this. Everything's fine. When you've got my combination of ludicrously poor game sense, but raw natural talent, which is diminished significantly over the long, hard years, then you're going to find yourself getting in and out of those situations quite often. I think we're okay here. they're not being resurrected. I have no idea why I'm doing the sewers, by the way. I do not need this skill point. The only reason I'm doing it is because it's day 2. And I just quite looking forward to playing the game again. Never really looked around this sewer area before. Little chains. Quite like the little splash. Did I see a little splash there on the feet? Classic pots. The travelling pot salesman in Luke Lane absolutely killed. Oh, look at this as well. Like busted grey. It does look like it would fit there as well. Yeah, it definitely wasn't in the original. What a great touch. It looks like the only way you've kind of got access is because someone's busted through it or busted out. Yeah. Okay, let's explore with the arrows. Luckily, is this one there? Hero? I'm scared of torches at this point. And here you can see some of that incredible... I mean, there's great reflections. But actually a little bit of splash effect there. Pretty cool. Oh my god, too busy looking at the splash effects. They're not that good. And you can see they're busting out our next skill, slow missiles. I think you can probably work out what slow missiles does. And I'll be honest, slow missiles, it's not great. I think they've tried to change the skill slightly, but it's still just... None of these skills are that important. Like, on this mod especially, inner sight is just so much better. I mean, this is peak table placement at this point as well. Do you know, I didn't actually show the incredible amulet I found. Resist all. I think 7 resist all. And a little bit of life on it as well. This looks like it could be a bit dangerous. So this pack should look familiar. When you get the horrors in there, those 3 horrors, the darker skeletons, am I allowed to say that? They indicate the fact that I'm pretty near to Radament. You used to run the Penetrate nightclub in Luke Lane. Another point in critical strike there, very important. Get that to about 5. What does that sound like? Oh, it's Future Cop. Does anyone remember Future Cop LAPD? What a game, by the way. It had like a Dota-like mode, multiplayer mode, and when you killed the bad guy in that, he'd say, "I live again," or at least when he came resurrected. Man, if any of you remember that, props. Love that game. I think I found it like years later. I played a demo. I was very much like a demo kid, by the way. I didn't have any money, but I had a lot of demos, and so yeah, that's most of what I played, and a lot of it was Mac based as well, because I grew up with Macs, Apple Macs, when they were cool. Now you might be wondering why I'm putting my point back in Critical Strike. The game actually crashed on me. Almost never happens. Like, very, very rarely, considering how much I play this game. But yes, I'm going to have to decide to put the point in Critical Strike again.
They say that the taste of vengeance is bittersweet, but I find it to my liking. In addition to my
Yeah, I can't be bothered to listen to it all. It is really, really good. She's actually a very good voice actress as well. And we're out of town, finally. What I should have done maybe half an hour ago is just start here. Oh, wow. I can't believe it's got darker. Okay, it's got lighter again. Oh, dark again. Oh, this is... yeah, maybe it's going up and down with my emotions as I realise this is actually very dangerous with all this lightning. Wrath Eater. Yep, it's pronounced Wrath. In the UK, anyway. Not Wrath. Wrath Eater. Again, that is endgame quality name. Incredible. How do you get a nickname like that? Into the dry hills. How dry is it? Pretty dry. What am I talking about? Yeah. This is not filler conversation. This is actually what goes on in my head. And the cave leapers escaped the jail, got on a boat, made their way. Actually, with a ranged weapon, okay. Not ideal. Problem is they get staggered so much and get thrown back. Just real pains. Some minions here. Grey touch. Oh god. You got grey touch, man. I feel really bad for you. I'll put up a little recipe to sort that out. But yeah, we all know where you got that, you dirty creature. You can see I'm enjoying myself at this point. Walls of the Dead. Little test arrow. Oh, I hit some bones. To the doctor. Yeah, and here we are. Now, a lot of this is out DPSing. We've got to hope there's only one hollow one. Luckily, there's only one. So we're able to out DPS the resurrections. It's a cheeky level up as well here. Plays 8 is just great for leveling, by the way. It's great for equipment. I really recommend it. I know it is slower, and I know with a lot of games it's like balancing while players level versus how quickly you can clear. But it's a really, really good fun way of playing the game. And like, God, if I am so bad at trying to hit these desert wings when they're on the ceiling. My brain just can't work it out. Small charm as well. Charming. Let's have a look. Oh, God, what's the point? I often, like, record the unveiling of charms. My God, the amount of footage I have of me getting disappointed. But I'll show you that one so you know I'm human like the rest of you. Not completely human, but mostly human. And this, inner sight. Who would have thought? Who'd have thunk that it would be this good? And now I've thrown myself in here, and unfortunately there's a hero, and it's busier than I want it to be. Very busy, in fact. It's worth just clipping everything with one arrow, but poison damage should do the rest of it. Especially the guys that can't be resurrected, like those desert wings. But the hollow ones here, worth getting a shot off. This might be I'm not sure. Part of me thinks it might be worth taking these skelly boys back down outside of resurrection range, but I'm out DPSing here. 3 resurrectors, you can see the hollow ones there. Illuminated every time. Snot shank. I'm not even going to do a WebMD for that. That is really unpleasant. Look at this little doodad here as well. What a precious gem. Never existed before. Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. Whoever had fun, they must have had such fun remaking this game. And if they didn't, I feel really sorry for them. But they've done a brilliant job, so in adversity, sometimes you should get some of the most incredible stuff. So I know everyone who makes games is overworked. I know people who work in games. But what I also know is that some people do an incredible job, so I really appreciate it. An absolute machine gun down. Skeletons on level 2 here. Might even be on level 3, yeah. Give me some of the insight as to how effective. Almost like the way I play the game, because I had to edit so much footage in this. When you play with such limited health, it's very easy to die. Especially when you are the quality of player that I am. Looks like it's not too busy yet. Line of sight's actually pretty good. Gives you a bit of an inner sight as to what's in the next room. And I'm comfortable. I can take this on. I think this is only one skelly pack as well, so maybe there's one hollow one in there. Doesn't seem to be resurrecting anything, so maybe it's just skellies. Let's get these huntresses out of the way. Oh, there is a hollow one there. So maybe if I can just clip him once or twice. There we go. Doorway tactics here. I've got to be careful. I don't really want to get cursed. It's things like getting cursed and then getting hit a few times. That's going to be the way I die. A few rares here. Pretty nice. Pretty rich, this tomb. After this, golden chest. We've got the cube. Now I'm looking here for a 2-socket. Well, I should really get a 2-socket breastplate. Yeah, let's buy it. Everyone will complain if I don't. I'll make it in anything else. So I think you probably know what's going to happen. Problem is I don't have the runes to make it yet, so... Oozevex. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's something that someone's... definitely needs to get sorted. A lot of oozes this game. What the hell? And this was really not very pleasant. The lightning is just absolutely... It's brutal in this game anyway. When you've got to... I don't know how I dodged that last one, by the way. Yeah, let me know in the comments how the hell I'm dodging some of this. I think blind luck. Dragonthorn the Dead. That's a bit try-hard, I'll be honest. I did not even clock the fact that he was cold enchanted. Look at this. Soup. Absolutely awesome. Very Cthulhu-like, I find. And itchies, sometimes itchies are a real pain. But this is a pleasure. Look at this. Carving them up. Can you carve a Swarm of flies? Well, I've just proven you can. I know I need another level in critical strike. It's just penetrate there. In case people forgot. Magic arrow. Oh, it's really bad, isn't it? I think I've kind of ended up doing a magic arrow only run here without even meaning to. Interesting physical damage reduction there. I don't really want to get hit. That's why I'm playing this kind of character. I've cut out a lot of this deliberation, by the way. Every time you see me click level up, I cut out maybe 2 minutes of being like, should I? I think it's probably worth them. Skills like dodge, evade, getting 2 points in there. Nice little charm here as well. I mean, I love stacking it up to the point where I can't pick anything else up in key moments. Potential life +5. Given how much life I get. This is real time, by the way. You know how quick I am at this. Incredible speed. Can you even fathom this? This is what happens when you have a Razer mouse, by the way. And an LED keyboard. This is kind of skills. And that's a new record. That's a world record. Not sure what of. Yeah, I'm back here again. I have to do it. I'm significantly less intimidated by these ladies this time around. That will happen as you age. You get a lot less intimidated by them. What? Look at this. Absolute gem. Biggins bonnet. That should be the name of the video. Just found this on a rack. Just hanging out. Oh my god, it looks incredible. 15 to life, by the way, guys. 15 to life. It has 30% damage. I'm not sure how to interpret that. With bows, the damage is so low, so I'm not sure I'm getting that much from it. But we're getting 15 life. We're getting some attack rating. 15 to mana. Become a machine. And I look incredible. How jealous she is of my hat. So, I've got this 2-socket breastplate. You saw me buy this. I'm not putting in that. I found this superior chainmail. 12% enhanced defense. And max durability. And it's 2-socketed. Yep. And I'm going to annoy people by putting in something that slows me down. I'm doing it. Oh, look incredible. Biggins bonnet. And stealth. So actually most of these mods, stealth. Faster run walk, 25%. The rest of it, almost pointless. So I kind of regretted making it. I'm just so used to making it at this point. Do I need more dexterity? No. Poison resist? No. Magic damage reduction? That's probably the only other useful thing. Pretty decent waypoint there as well for the Fire Oasis. Oh, and I made a real mistake here. I just clicked the Lost City, and I'm hoping... Oh no. Oh no, I've made it really dark. Why have I done this? So, as soon as you hit the Lost City, you think 17 seconds before you get subjected to this additional darkness. And I made the mistake. And I just think I'm going to have to do the Lost City because I can't do it. It looks better. I've done a little bit of editing to make it a little bit brighter for you guys. Not much. I want you to suffer with me in many ways. RIP anyone currently on the train. Or currently with any kind of light in the room. You're not going to see very much. There are some zomboids here. Whoa. Calm down, Jamal. Don't put out the 9. I think the wall there might be really... It's a very, very bad pillbox placement. But it's actually quite useful for illuminating. Oh, it actually does get illuminated itself, which is cool. The story of Inner Sight is quite cool, by the way. I won't ruin it for you. Plus, I can't quite remember it, but have a look. Have a look online. Dark Elder here. I always have to show the Dark Elder. I love the fact they made a unique character model for him. Or her. Girls can be elders too. Still in the Lost City here. It's been a bit of a slog, I'll be honest. We had a lot of these guys and a lot of those guys, and I'm really tired of being so dark. And I'm outside, and that's my reward for my efforts. Is an old man chasing after me and an L ring. Yeah, morale is suffering. A bit like the No Town Barbarian. I'm just pointing out the glory of that the sand wisps. Sand wisps? I'm an elegant narrator at the best of times. But the rest of the time, I say things like sand wisps. let's not watch us fight that. It's depressing.
I hope I
Okay,
never
I'm
meet
terrified of snakes. In a Diablo 2 context. I'm not sure if I'm bothered in real life as much as maybe you are. But I'm just made of different stuff. But the darkness, not so good with. Problem is, I've got quite a imagination, as you can tell by my many elaborate tales. Penetrate Nightclub, I don't know where it's come from, but it's one of the most unsuccessful nightclub chains that Sanctuary's ever seen. That kind of stuff, I'm good. But that imagination is also not very good when you see a dark stairwell at night time. And bear in mind, I'm a fully grown human man. Yep. Once you've seen a horror movie, yeah, everything's in the shadows, right? Especially giant red snakes. Now, that's all I really see these days. That's my biggest fear. Claw Viper Temple level 2. Oh my god, I'm so terrified here. Preemptive slow missiles. Not sure what I'm even doing here. Oh no, it's gone wrong. It's going wrong. Oh gosh. Okay, walking. It's very sensible walking. We just got to get up. Got to get up. Getting clipped. Can we even get through? 11 hit points. Why is he in the way? Why is there a hollow one up here? We got this. We got this. Smash that. Can we just grab the amulet and die? The problem is they can get up here. Single file. I can't even see what's going on here. This is the busiest level 2 I've ever seen, by the way. What is there, a sail? And all of these guys can get up. Just got to get this guardian. Just got to kill this guardian. Okay, I think we stabilised somewhat. Why is it so busy? Is there another hollow one down there? There is. Let's inner sight. Whoa, there's a lot of creatures here. I've never seen this skill utilised so well. This is like the tooltip on how to use the skill. That is insane. How did we survive that? I have no idea, by the way. Like 50 life. We were down pretty low at more than once. And now, how I mocked myself for those rejuvenation potions, and now it came in absolute clutch. Got to be still a bit careful of Fang Skin. But yeah, that's actually a great position for him. And what my reward? Well, as I say in Ireland, feck all. But we made it through. Wow. Intense. Ooh, lovely pair of boots there. So I've been rocking those for a long time. At 27 fire resist. Sorry, 27. Shouldn't relapse into my actual voice. My origin story. Oh, minions. Maggot lair. Oh, dive in head first with a Biggin's bonnet. No concern. To be honest, if I didn't have Biggin's bonnet, I think that level 2 would have killed me, by the way. The Claw Viper Temple. But we're illuminated. Well, as best as we can be. Oh, nice. And you can actually see the illumination there hitting the black locusts in the tunnel that's not currently uncovered. Quite overpowered skill, so I'm pretty comfortable opening this up. The last thing I want to do is go into a tunnel full of beetles. Because of how dangerous they could be. We can carve our way through this pretty comfortably. Mind Weaver the Dark there. Get the machine gun out here. God damn, I definitely need a new laptop. It's like a 3 frames per second on the replay when I speed it up like this. So I'm assuming you can see the action fine, but it's not great for me. I definitely do need a new laptop. I'd love to play some newer games as well. I definitely want to play some more survival-y games, but I'm worried they just don't perform that well on this computer, so... I used to in my youth, of course, build my desktops, but now I'm older. I like the portability of the laptop, so I do have a laptop, but it is able to play this game. Let's say that's about it. Just being very cautious around this corner, by the way. Champion scarabs as well. Okay, we're here. Just grab the chest. I think we're okay, actually. Poison here doing some real damage. Cold worm. I think he might actually be immune to poison. I should have realised by his name he's cold. He's immune to cold. Now, a lot of these sand maggots, some of them fine, some of them will appear from his bum. I'm going to be crude. And that, anything that's like summoned by a creature will give 0 experience, so there's not even much point me hanging around at this point. Let's grab some cash. We're poisoned. Oh my god. Let's get into position. Do some damage. Sad really, isn't it? You see them die like that, but necessary. It's just a problem for someone else if we leave it there, right? Like Slingbad. Can't leave the Ankegs. They'll undermine the farm. For those that haven't seen the Baldur's Gate run, what's wrong with you? And also, you won't get that reference at all. Resist poison shrine? Well, if you're going to resist poison anywhere, it's going to be in a place like this, right, lads? Not that I've ever been in a place like this. Ever. Nor would I ever go to a place. I've been to Amsterdam, though, and I know that these places exist. Because you can walk past them. But yeah, you definitely want maximum poison resistance. Anyway, let's stay on topic. Okay, this is where, inner sight. Oh, it looks like he might be there. Fire right. Yeah, he's right there. And he's straight through the door there. He's a tough boy. And actually, his dudes are quite tough as well. But the AI is super sketch on this. And it often works in your favour. Oh, okay, this is pretty dangerous. He's fire enchanted. So also I don't want to kill him so he dies right next to me. Because that will probably kill me. Right back at the entrance here, and you can see it sketched out. Yeah, they're already running away. In the sight just to see if he was around the corner there. Getting quite good at this. It's incredibly limited. And I know he's not in this room, so let's just get through it and let's get to the point. Now, unlike many areas in the game, I'm actually looking forward to the Arcane Sanctuary. With a bow, you should play to my advantage, right? We'll see. Plus, I love this area. Right, this is why Act 2 is just so good. What creativity. Spectres, all 3 poisoned because they get that knockback. Not dying maybe as quickly as I'd like, but they do die. And the Hell Clan, I'm not sure they got the wherewithal, the know-it-all, the brainium power to make it to me here. Kill that ghoul. This is feeling pretty comfortable now. Hell Clan, no problem. Ghoul Lord's pretty comfortable as well. I mean, these are minions, but they weren't any issue whatsoever. Got 2 skill points to spend as well. We're up to decoy. The reason why I saved some skill points is because I wanted to make sure I could unlock all level 24 skills at once. And we've got a decoy. What is a decoy? Well, I'll tell you. Just calm down. Mana cost goes down for more levels. Duration goes up. It basically creates a copy of you that doesn't attack with a percentage of your character life. Which, unfortunately, when you don't have much life, is not a lot. But, oh, look at this. So that is an incredible find. 10 life? That's probably 5 life for my decoy as well, which is pretty important. Unfortunately, the first direction we go in the Arcane Sanctuary is not going to do very much for us. Oh, I'm a bit worried about this Lightning Spire. 4 damage? Maybe a bit more? I can't do that quick maths. Let's grab this gold. I'm expecting some big loot from one of these. Oh, not looking good so far. A lot of bows. I probably do want that staff. Oh, here we go. This is why it's so good. I remember the time I found Bone Snap. I found this gem shrine. So I know I skip around a lot in this, which is the way I edit it. I wanted to see what happened when you put the gem in. Yeah, really disappointed, by the way. Ugh. Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't hit it on the second either. But just appreciate for a moment the beautiful reflections in the polished marble. And I'll be honest, without at least waist-height safe defences, it's extremely bad choice, polished marble, for a place like this. So I'm surprised that anybody's hanging out here with any sense. I think there might even be some unattended candles in this place, but I don't want to incense anyone any further. One of the many reasons that Penetrate nightclubs got shut down across the land is the polished marble and lack of waist-high safety fences. That and the cameras in the toilets. Just love this, by the way. Just showcasing the pleasure of using a bow in this place. Just crack into the summoner there. Got two. It's not busy, by the way. Sometimes this area can be absolutely chock-a-block, but this is good.
Good riddance.
Huh?
Freak.
What? Did he just throw himself off? That's what happens when you don't have waist high fences around. He might have slipped on the marble. Did he just kill himself? I'm going to check this out. I can't believe it. He took off all his clothes and threw himself off. Incredible. Well, and very sad. What a sad story. Wow. He must have just realised he had no chance. Let's see what was in his bedroom chest of drawers. Why has he got 2 maces? What was he doing with them? That long shaft and bulbous end. What could he possibly be up to in his bedroom? Disgusting. Maybe the world is a better place. A safer place. I'm not sure if it's a better place. Valkyrie. Yeah, I said it. Valkyrie. That's the way you say it. Valkyrie? Valkyrie. It's probably Valkyrie. We'll get into that. Well, we're not going to. Oh, what a map. What a map. The real question is, how do I get there? Oh, I'd love a Starford teleport here. That is incredible. It actually makes Duriel farmable. A map of this quality. I don't think I've ever seen that before. It's going well so far. A rune. It's not that busy. Hello? Where is everyone? There's no one here. There's urns. It's just where they've just been storing their urns. Saying urns the way I do, I don't know if it annoys you, but it actually annoyed me slightly. Urns. What's this? Behind me? Oh, the boss man. Oh, we don't want to mess around with these guys. This is probably quite a good... What a little dodge there. Do you see that? Flying scimitar. Absolutely love it. Best enemy in the game by far. I would play the game as a flying scimitar if it allowed me. They're that cool. Decoy. I don't know how long the decoy is going to last against these gore bellies. Okay, I'm going to just put another one up. Oh, firewall is not great. But we're doing some real damage. We only really need to clip these things once, remember, and the poison should do the rest. Urns there getting in the way. Urns in the way. Oh, ring mail. What is that? Dark glow. I always forget the name. I know what it does because it's got that +10 to all resist. That could be pretty good against Duriel, actually, because I need that cold resist, maybe more than the fast round walk. So I'm going to be relying on decoy, I think. Oh, it's green as well. Yeah, I think it doesn't really match Biggins bollock. Biggins. Did I just say Biggins bollocks? That, my friends, is what we call a Freudian slip. Talking Freudian slips, let's shove this right in his orifice. I don't know what comes out of his orifice once you shove it in, but Duriel is not happy. I like at this point to retreat back to town like a coward. And I'm not sure about those exposed thighs, to be honest. We're going to be relying on just... I'm not going to use anything other than decoy and magic arrow here. Let's have a little gamble. The reason why I'm doing this... What? Did you see it? I saw it. Keep going. There. Plated belt. And I've got such a lot of strength. Win the first one. 6 life. Cold resist. So we lose 1 life, but we gain 14 cold resist. We need the cold resist for Duriel. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep that. We need better gloves. The gloves look nice, but actually are... Ooh, okay. 15 cold resist as well. Yeah, I mean, it looks good, but there's nothing there that's actually useful. This has been really good so far. What's going on? Okay, here we go. This is more like... This is what I'm used to, right? We've all seen this before. Oh, they're not cheap either. Fire resist. There's a bit of magic fine there. Got a lot of fire resist on those boots. Maybe I'll keep those magic fine ones. nothing here. This is getting expensive. Let's maybe gamble for more than I'm currently doing, otherwise it's going to take a while. We've got the magic find. Yeah, 16. Faster run walk is great. Can you get life as a mod on this? I'm not quite sure. Resist is really what you're looking for. You can get faster hit recovery, you get faster run walk, and you get resists. I mean, triple resists is the goal. I think maybe we're okay with what we've got. Drinking a lot is a problem of mine, but those thawing potions do stack duration, so it's worth just drinking heavily. I think we actually, I think we might need more mana potions than health. I'm hoping we're not going to get hit. Well, that's famous last words. Let's just get in. Okay, decoy, please last. Safety portal up. Taking some damage. Oh, forgot about this knockback. It's going to knock the decoy closer and closer to me. Taking damage though, this is what we're looking at. Decoy destroyed, straight back up again. We've got a few casts with 52 mana, by the way. We've got 2 casts, essentially. So let's just keep the mana topped up, in case we need more than one. Can't see the decoy at this point, which is annoying. And the decoy's down. Run! And the decoy's not placement, it's not good. And we've been clipped. Okay, I think we're okay. You can see the aura of Duriel there, that frost aura. That's the thing that's hitting the decoy so frequently. And oh god, he is taking it out very quickly. So he has like a double swing attack. Although I'm not seeing him use it very often. Let's speed this up now. I think we've got this. Get the machine gun out. Risky, risky. I haven't got the decoy up. Oh gosh. Run. Wow. Okay. That was close. So I need to make sure I'm looking at that decoy closer. At least when he's up against the wall, you can kind of see the decoy. You can concentrate on the decoy. But when he's got a chance of like stunning it backwards. What is this? See, like a grenade explodes on the back of his head. What is all this fire going on, by the way? Why have I never questioned this? Well, oh my god.
I am overburdened.
Double unique, you'd normally be so excited. But... things that are inevitable, death and axes, by the looks of it. If I was a hobo barbarian, I might have been excited at that. I'm not excited. That's the range character I am. Actually, pretty good shots from Duriel to get 2 uniques like that.
Will this madness ever end?
I've got some decent magic find at this point already. I love stacking it early in the game. But unfortunately, it doesn't always pay off. Yeah, and neither of these are even worth talking about. Stick it in the bin. Nice. I'm showing this off. Mechanics, brilliant. If I get a mechanics plate mail of some life mod, then we could put 2 perfect rubies in there, and that'll probably take us to the end of the game. End of normal. Maybe even into nightmare though. Uh-oh. An Irishman. Will you leave me alone to fuck off? We know he's been drinking. But he's run out of money, so he's left the pub. And his cousins are here to jump us. So he can go back to the pub. What's this? A cudgel. Incredible. What? I had no idea they could even drop at this point. That's a pretty decent weapon for this point in the game. Wow. Maybe I'm a little bit more excited than I should be, but what a... I don't know what part of him the cudgel is. Man. Once you hit that first hero in Act 3, you got to do it. You got to walk with some excitement. The first bit is actually good in Act 3. I'm not going to lie. This seems fine. I know the first hero's got a very good chance of dropping. Yeah, Jade figurine. I literally record this every time and anticipate. So Alcor doesn't know I'm a woman at this point because I'm wearing Biggin's bonnet. As soon as you take it off, oh, suddenly he's interested. He sees a blonde hair. Oh, I don't even know what he did there. Damn it! Ah, yeah. Use your imagination, lads. Definitely cudgel related. honestly, probably the best reward we could have hoped for. 81 hit points now. And the weird thing about this is I was just thinking, oh, I bet Sandra's boots would be so good to get in this run. And what do we find? Oh, if we get a break in this place. Relentless misery with these fetishes, by the way. I think we're still getting shot at as well. Oh, please! Give me a break. Sanders Taboo. So these are the gloves. But look at these mods. 20% attack speed, poison damage, and it's got health. 40 health. Now, annoyingly, I can't use it just yet. That's not going to stop me getting very excited about finding that. We're going to scream through this act, by the way. Spider Cavern, Decoy Down, Pest Control, looking for Zark the Burning, who annoyingly is a green one. And there he is. He is absolutely lethal, extra strong and cursed. And actually killed my decoy faster than Duriel. So that's how dangerous this guy is. Annoyingly, this flame spider seems to have gone a bit rogue. And then he's decided to piss off. Back again? What? Now where is Zark? Is this it? No, it's not him, because he's not green. Natural green, that is. Decoy down, so we've got to be a bit cautious. Put it down. He's there. Oh, wow. That's probably one of the better kills. It's not Act 3 if you don't get disappointed with finding eyes and hearts. I mean, put it in the bin. It's worth something, so it's worth about 6k or something, so we'll hold on to it. 3-socket short battle bow. So 5 to 11. I'm doing 3 to 10. What is the point? Why do they do that? And already we're in the huts outside Disney HQ, furious at the poor casting for Snow White. Topical. Decoy is really coming up clutch, by the way. And often you'll see it like explode like that. That is duration rather than it losing hit points. I don't know why, because it should have only a fraction of the hit points that I have. It seems to last very... Well, you want to be very careful here with the Fanaticism Aura. This could go quite badly wrong. In fact, I'm already a bit worried. Let's recast. Chaos Head the Jagged. Split my arrows slightly if I can, try and hit each of them once. Just to get that poison damage to do as much damage as possible. And the Gid Bin. Always pointless, the Gid Bin. The only reward is seeing almost go, "Way!" Let's see what he gave us. Ugh. Fucking absolutely dreadful. Cool. Ugh, do you know what? I'm not even sure. I think I'm... I probably should. The worst thing is having to accept it. I need him to know he needs to up his gift game significantly. Very scared of this area, I'll be honest. I'm very scared. Just slow, methodical progress. More decoy points because it's coming up so clutch. Look at this. Flying Scimitar in Act 3. What are you doing here? This act is terrible. You shouldn't be here. Pot of piss there. Just point that out. Getting absolutely creamed by this. I'm being really not very careful here. And then we're already... You can tell I'm screaming through this. As I was editing this whole act, I was like, nobody wants to see Act 3. It's just the worst. Bit Ndugu there. Be a bit careful of my decoy. Dodging like an absolute champ, by the way. That's dodging with someone on your shoulders, by the way. And here we go. The real witch doctor is actually his wife that carries him. Oh, some loot there as well. Nice little ring we found. Rare number. I've already put it on, actually. Lightning, chain lightning, chance on attack. Pretty nice. A few other mods there as well. Ooze horn. Oh my god. Glad I clipped that just in time, but if you've got an oozy horn, I feel bad for you, son. I've got 99 problems, but an ooze horn ain't one. Row rune. Lovely. Would much prefer a Tau rune at this point, but... A bit scared of Stormtree. The lightning enchantment... I don't think I've really been killed by... Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I think I've maybe been more cautious of that than cold enchanted creatures at this point. Decoy holding up, my god. I really do not understand why the decoy is doing so well. Should be getting absolutely creamed. Part of me, for some reason, assumed that it would just be dying in a few hits and I'd be recasting it constantly. Absolute tank. And the campfires, of course, of Act 3, once you get to Krast, that's the big reward. Because both the chests either side will always have something good. Something... Oh wow, look at that. Assassin. Booty there. Talking about booty as in a hall, by the way. I said hall, by the way. Oh, I'm just going to stop talking. Anyway, magic items. So we can. Oh, lovely little find here, Tower Rune. Saves me having to go back to the Countess quite as often as I probably need to. And actually, decoy against these tree lurkers was fantastic. Now we know from the direction this is facing that this is the correct one. And we also know it's called the Ruined Temple. Decoy straight out there, distracting those women. You hate how good my hair looks. And lovely little level up as well. At this point, just putting it in whatever. Might actually put... Oh, and the really good news. 121 hit points. We're in it now. This is pretty solid hit points for the end of Act 1. Love it. I'm just splitting my arrows up here. I spent a lot of time holding shift. So that's why I'm maybe not as accurate as you want me to be. And every time you're seeing that X, my attack rating is so high, it probably is them blocking. Because most creatures that you can see on the character models that have a shield. Just return that little calendar / sketchbook. Horrifically graphic sketches. Very low quality as well. Almost like crayon pictures, but graphic. Oh god. Again, trying to upgrade the old boot game here. Not loving what I've got. Oh god, really. I really need some lightning resist, that's the thing. I need it for Mephisto. I'm hoping I can use the moat to my advantage. And this was insane. So we've got 4, I think, champion Hierophants. I'm not even going to try and guess what their name is. Hierophants. And of course they heal themselves, they cast spells. I think there's 3 or 4 of them. But of course I just can't get their health down. I'm like splitting a few arrows. I spend quite a few minutes here. Eventually I think one of them is going to go down. But no, you're better off just running away. Decoys down, machine gun out. Taking some names. And pretty comfortable. While I've got this fire shrine, this fire resist shrine on, it might be worth us just jumping in. Now, we only need to kill one of these heroes to get Kalim's penis. And I always slightly whisper penis, and I don't know why. I'm not ashamed of it. He should be. But I only need to kill one of these council members, the hero ones anyway. And Geleb has thrown himself forward. Might be worth taking out his little council member friend out first, because he's very likely to heal him when he's low. But we got him. Okay. At this point, it's just a game of like running in and hitting it, worst case scenario. The decoy, once again, coming up absolute clutch in there. Ooh, unique crits there as well. Completely useless, of course, melee weapon, but there you go. And the decoy here can actually take a lot of the flak. Using it a bit like just a meat shield, just to stop the hydras. I thought I had a decent angle in that window there. Is he coming out? Once again, decoy coming in. Don't think the decoy shares my resistances. They're okay, but whatever it is. I think the Amazon Basin, which is the table I'll show in the video from the Amazon Basin, which is the best resource for any D2 stuff, even despite its age, I think shows that the decoy does get resists for each level. Just clipped there, just slapped on the ass by him. Talk, gotta be a bit careful of his. I'm gonna actually run to the other side here. Because when he dies, he will cold. Comfortable range there. Oh, an absolutely pointless battle staff as well. I mean, I'll show it just because I can, but what a waste of... What a waste. Staffs in this game are just absolutely terrible. Wow, okay, here we go. 14 to life, and it's 2-socketed. Some lightning resist as well. Not sure if I'm ready to commit at this point. Ooh, there's some goopy gunk here in the sewer. There's been a murder. Yeah, definitely. Oh, still, do you know what? Love the ambient sound. What is this little snake doing? You seem like bopping around. Oh, he saw me. You might want to go back and watch that game, guys. That snake is definitely listening to some music. Oh, he's having a heart attack. One of those areas normally peak hatred. I actually really hate it. The annoying thing is, sometimes you get lucky, and then sometimes you're me, and I have to go around the whole bloody place. Now you might be asking, what the hell are you doing back here? You moron? Well, I actually failed to record properly me killing the smith. Well, it wasn't that easy, I'll be honest. But I found this bow, and I thought, let's imbue it and see what we can do with it. Okay, 11 max damage, and it's got some lifesteal. Not very good. Attack rating 2. Give it a go. I think the old Tau's probably better in the long run. It's nice to mix it up sometimes. And I thought, actually, I never use that imbue. This is one of those. A case study could prove how good it is. I was pretty lucky. Didn't pick up Kalim's flail. And I went back and I was like, oh my god, I've forgotten to pick it up. It's going to despawn. Luckily, it hadn't. That is not through want of me trying or neglect. Penis, tongue, eye, guts. Makes a bigger penis. What can I say? That's math. And you smash that as hard as you can against that. And we're back in. The Durance of Hate, aka Karast's Penetrate Nightclub. Very, very dangerous, these Stygian dolls. Annoyingly, they run away once they've taken a bit of damage, and they reposition, and they love to reposition themselves up in your face. But just a lovely bit of door positioning here. Just splitting a lot of my arrows between these things. Still have a bit of poison damage from some charms and stuff, so it's worth me trying to split the attacks just to maximise the DPS here. Great route down, waypoint. See, I'm screaming through this at this point. My god. I don't know what to describe this, but have you ever seen a group of black guys pounding on two... I can't say it. It's not possible for me to say it. But I know, I've seen your internet search history, and I know this is not an unfamiliar scene to you. And I think... I don't want to use the word gangbang, but... No, come on, what the hell? What is wrong with this guy? Luckily this guy, the hero champion... Why can I not get an angle here as well? Because I'm being a bit of a coward. But Plague Spell here has bashed his last woman in the head. Decoy holding up very nicely as well. Luckily his, the rest of his black boys are staying... Can I say that? I think they're just boys these days. A little bit of soup. Power soup. I think the aesthetic was improved, by the way, in the remaster. Flesh killer here. Ugh. God, I'm not going to do a WebMD for that. Christ, that's disgusting. But we've made it to the third level. Third and final level. And we are hoping that we can find a decent angle here to hit Mephisto without getting hit. We should be able to use the moat trick, which is where you basically hang back and just fight from this kind of spot over the moat. And Maffa should be here. Maffa Dragon Hand. Known, spent far too much time touching his... How do you get a name like that? Touching his Maffa with his hand. Tugging on the dragon. What is wrong with me? I don't know. This run has brought out the worst in me, and I'm sorry. But the thing is, if a guy touches his Maffa, someone's got to call it out, right? These guys didn't even come to his aid, so I've had to watch him. If anything, Dragon Hand sounds like a compliment, but you don't want to be stuck in a room with him doing that all day long, do you? It's bad enough he's getting his Maffa out at work, right? Am I right? Okay, let's get back to the game. Okay, decoys up. We're running. right round here, and this is it. Peak intelligence. Bit of repositioning. We got him. Is it this simple? Oh my... What is going on? Why is he hitting me? There's a decoy there. I'm right there. Maybe I'm just getting a bit too close. Nope. He is. They're trying to hit me. Oh, I did not think this through. Oh, this is not a great angle either. Are we hitting him? I think so. Yeah, I think we're hitting him. Okay, this is fine. Don't want to get hit by that chain. That charged bolt is actually very strong. Oof. We've got to be careful not to position ourselves. Maybe if we pull the decoy over this side, he'll come a bit closer. Please. No. Oh, God, again. Luckily, we've got semi-decent resists here. Oh, and again. Oh, and that follow-up lightning could have easily killed us. And we do not die on normal. You know this about me now. This feels like we've got a pretty decent position. But we do have to be quite careful. Even just standing behind the decoy and getting that lightning come through. The best thing I found is actually putting the decoy on the other side. But it's inconsistent. Even in machine gun mode, this took a while, lads, I'll be honest. And I can't help myself. Let's make some room. Let's get the old magic fine gear on. And we hope for the best. Oh, I see a cut shield. Okay, it's a good one.
Success. But still.
That cut shield is great, by the way, for this point in the game. But it's just not for me.
I can't carry
The greaves and the crown? Oh, I've got no room, that's the problem. Maybe just put the old magic fine gear off. That's some peak. See what the crown looks like. I'm not going to replace Biggin's bonnet. Am I kidding? Greaves. Yeah. 15% magic fine though, so they do replace the 15% magic fine that were a bit plainer. There's not much there to love. A bit risky here as well. Some very angry boys. So let's just get the hell out of here. Quickly bridge, please. Just throw an arrow back at them. And wow, look at Act 4. This looks incredible.
The time has come for you.
Now just a reminder that this is where Diablo came through as well. So does that make any sense to you? That he must have walked through this portal and just said hello to everyone in town, and we'll keep Steel Clash because it's cool. So that 15 resist all is good. I think the rest of this stuff can probably go. We'll keep the magic fine. Love the dude down here. I've spoken about this before, but and the old style, incredible, incredible world building. Not loving Biggin's bonnet on this. My favourite part of the game is this: flying scimitars. This little nook, which they ruined in the remaster. It's that little cozy rug. Why did they not do the cozy rug? Such a shame. It is very dark in hell, by the way. A lot of arrows, but we can take them down eventually, but do I want to? Decoy here is working really well, but and annoyingly I get probably the worst run. I normally do like the anti-clockwise run round, so this took a while to get here. We've just got to hope we're not seeing any souls attack here. Flesh spawners, not ideal, but manageable. We've got the mana suckers, which I think actually should be fine as well. The Doomcasters, and unfortunately we did get souls. But the decoy absolutely tanks it. It feels like there must be some kind of miscalculation going on. Because it's so much tankier than I thought it was going to be. The Frost Nova there hit. Luckily I'm doing enough poison damage. And this is just... I don't know how you feel about Israel at this point, but... Plays 8 Israel is always just the worst feeling. So I will speed it up for your benefit. But the previous run was Arctic Blast. And that was... I was in pain. Physical and emotional pain. At this point, my computer is not keeping up with a slideshow, but...
I can't carry
Okay, maybe Blades of Belt. Maybe even having gloves. unlikely with what we've got. It's in decent room there though. Let's see what we've got. After all that effort. Pointless. Oh, it's pointless because we've got Sanders. Pointless. And I was not looking forward to this area, I'll be honest. After Israel, it's just such a drain. But I know that Act 4 is a short one anyway, so we can crack through this. And look at this map. You can see the stairs just there, right in front of us. Straight to the River of Flame. Decoy up. Ah, we've got some bashy boys. We're going to get pounded again. Pair of blondes getting pounded. Oh, I know what you'll be doing after this video. Again, because they're such big creatures, when they can't get hit, they tend to walk around, and if I'm too close to the decoy, I just become that target, so I have to be quite careful. Strength. I am pumping quite a lot of points into strength, I'll be honest. We're putting some points. You can see I put a point into Pierce, so that's a chance to hit through enemies. And I'm also thinking, well, I need to put some points in Valkyrie, but 20% extra life, and decoy actually only gives you 10%. So at this point, big brain. Wait, the life didn't go up? Yeah, decoy 20% life per level, but of course that's for the Valkyrie. Oh, I'm an absolute idiot. This is what happens when you play late and you play badly and you've just got a small P brain. So I have now a completely redundant point in Valkyrie, which I'm not going to use. And one thing, and literally took me this long to notice, my decoy has got a ponytail and I don't. So that's how you can tell the difference. Just a weird little thing that happens. I'm guessing maybe the way they're programmed in Piggin's bonnet. Who knows? I'm not going to take you through the full endurance of this, but it took a while to get through the River of Flame, but we did it into the Chaos Sanctuary, and everything seems pretty manageable. Viper Slime the Unholy, ooh gosh, but the decoy just holding the fort down, absolute Spartan. And with the occasional pierce, you can see occasionally my arrow firing through the first rank and hitting the guy behind massively increases my damage output. We're screaming through this now. Let's not worry about what happened in the Chaos Sanctuary. Nothing of importance. A lot of killing. That's all you need to know. But the Grand Vizier is what we want to see. We want to see how confident I am taking this guy down. And we're confident. Shift clicking here, just across the front line. Poisoning them all. Every now and then they kind of want to loop around annoyingly. You can see like 4 or 5 poisoned at a time. It's just that DPS. Huge. And with the occasional pierce, I think 23% at level 1. So just lining up my arrows here to make sure I'm trying to hit more than one at the same time if I can. Grand Vizier down. Straight onto the second. Lord Decease. The pierce here absolutely melting these guys. I say melting. At least we're hitting them all. Let's do a cheeky arrow just to get that poison tick on him. Let's reposition the decoy. Fortunately, the position he's in, I can probably hit him. Just see the pierce here. Taking the pierce, really. I can't expect when everything dies of the decoy to help me out. No help needed. Crown there as well. I've got Biggin's bonnet. Who am I kidding? So with this map tile, it's the furthest seal away that summons all these guys. And the decoy, please hold out, please. Let's get. We did it. Can't even talk. It's too exciting. The Infector of Souls. I think maybe a reposition. That's it. Just start peppering their lines. Venom Lords susceptible to poison. Thankfully, thank God. We went through the misery of Nick Dagger's poison dagger on Hell. So we know it gets very difficult when you rely upon poison later on, but actually doing decent physical damage at this point. Magic damage is good. They do have some pretty sizable health. We just clip the second seal on the way past there. So when we do get the Infector down, the rest of them don't stand a chance. Can't live without him. 2 max damage. I think I'll hold on to that for this fight. I never look forward to Diablo as a fight. It's always in these challenge runs, a little bit tougher than you expect. Why is he coming to me? Please, Diablo. Okay, survived. This looks okay. My decoy can hold up. Oh, that's tough. That fire damage. That fire nova is pretty tough. But the decoy can hold up against one of those lightning attacks. That was my biggest worry. Can you hold up against the firestorm? Yes, it can. Okay, I think we should be okay. Let's get the machine gun out. You can see how slow this was. Very slow. And it wasn't without incident. Once again, thinking the decoy, I'm going to need so many mana potions for the decoy, but actually I needed a lot of health potions as well. I've actually got to dodge this. And again, got to be a bit careful here. If the decoy isn't immediately next to Diablo, he's not interested. You see, I'm just trying to get that last hit on him here. Maybe the poison will do it. Decoy's down. Luckily the decoy's back up next, behind him. Yeah, we got him. Yeah, get wrecked. I find his death a little bit cartoonish. Bardiche. And a circlet. The circlet could be big, guys. I'm ready for this to be incredible. There's a lot of druid stuff here. A lot of class-specific stuff. Druid, oh, there you go. Resist all, energy wouldn't help me, but actually a lot. That is pretty good. Biggin's Bonnet, though. Come on, guys. And Dim Oak's Hue. Absolutely pointless. Terrible, terrible unique, that. All the hallmarks of a unique from the original. I've not really clocked these flags before. I looked at these symbols and I thought, it's Japanese. But actually, not that I'm fluent in any way, especially at written. But none of these look like Japanese symbols. Unless it's kanji, but even then, they're not familiar. But they definitely look like. I'm trying to think of a good example. The Seven Samurai have got a really good example. Looks like samurai flags.
The siege must be
Sashimonos, I'm going to call it. Sashimoto? I think it's Sashimono. Pretty cool though. I've not noticed it before. Quite a weird thing to put in there as well. Maybe there was an idea at some point of doing an Asian-esque level. That's one of the assets that ended up getting used. Whoa, big +1 damage. Magic arrow now. Pretty much one of the few skills I want to try and max out. But it's just pointless. The extra attack rating is something, and you get a little bit more conversion, damage conversion. But it's +1 damage for every skill point. Yeah, a rough skill. Shank here like a hedgehog in the end. Oh, are you tired? You look shattered. Still got it. You still with me? Can't help but kill the rectifier a few times. The experience is always just so good here. Especially on Players 8. I'm a decent level, I'll be honest. So do I need this? No. Do I want it? Actually, probably not either, but I can't help myself. But this was a rough act, I'll be honest. A lot of these like demon imps were great fun. It's nice to be able to be like a mobile shooting platform. I can just take these guys out very comfortably. But man, the siege is messy. And the reason why I'm back here, for those that are suffering from grey touch, by the way, you should listen to the rumours about Penetrate Nightclub before making the most of the VIP lounge. But I'm back here. I did the Hellforge. It was pointless. I do have a 3-socket breastplate, and I've even got this +9 max damage duel, so I could maybe try and cube up a perfect ruby. It's going okay at this point. I don't know if I need the extra health, and I quite like the idea of there being a little bit of extra challenge still. This poor guy. Again, another victim of Penetrate Nightclub. If you don't like that joke, I might even do it a few more times just for you. But anyway, did a bit of magic farming. Found this. Big in Bonnet, come on. Razor Tine is actually quite a nice one. Minus 50% target defense is good, and the slow target is really good for a merc. Not much there to like. Faster cast rate on a ring is really good, but just not useful for me. And that is maybe a little bit too late at this point. Tempted by that circlet. Why am I tempted by the circle? I'm an idiot. I apologise to Biggins Bonnet for betraying. Oh, that is really bad. Come on. We know at this point we can get some decent health on a belt. Lightning resist 30 to life. Hello. 25 life. Oh, bit of mana. Okay, let's go. I think that's probably the one. 30 is very good. 25 is a decent compromise. Some extra stuff. Yeah, fine. Extra mana. Dual resist. The two best resists as well. Lightning and fire. Very pleased with that. A few more just because you never know. Okay. What? Oh, the energy is useless. But the resists. 44 cold resist there as well. And some magic damage reduction. Really? Well, Biggins Bonnet is now my party hat. I'm actually thinking of buying one of these Glorious Ancient Armor 348 defense. I've got the money. I'm going to buy it. I know people are going to hate that, but how often in normal do you get a chance to use Ancient Armor? 100 strength that costs. Screaming through this act. Misery act. It all looks too similar. Straight to the Ancient's Way. Took me ages, by the way, so drop a like. I don't know what you do these days. Just Soul Rune. A bit too late, I'll be honest, the Soul Rune. Normally that'd be super exciting at this point. Auto Soul makes the Law Rune word. +1 to skills. I've already found it on the circlet. This does have +9 to minimum damage though. Might be useful. A reflex bow just on the floor. Now this is an Act 5 reflex blow. Didn't that get 4 sockets? Even if it's 3. Perfect ruby as well from that gem shrine. Great little moment in the game here. I do say so myself. I'm going to risk it. Ooh, well, is it 2? It could be 2. It's 4. Oh, God, that opens up so many possibilities. What about insight? Right, I'm going to put this armor on. I've had enough of stealth at this point. We've gone well beyond it. And the extra defense would be really, really good. Really good. God, I can barely talk. I'm so excited. It looks cool as well. That's the most important thing. So, Rao, Tyr, Tau, Sol. One of the few I know off by heart. So I use it so often with my sorceress. You can now put it into bows. Level 16 meditation aura. Mana is now sorted. Minimum damage. Enhanced damage. Attack rating. Fire. Poison. +1 crit strike. All attributes. And it's even got some magic find. It's incredible. And actually the damage has not dropped off almost at all. It's better than it was, but I'm not relying upon poison. So let's consign that to the dustbin of dreams. We'll have a look at the... I was quite looking through the history of the bows, how we got here. What a view. What a view. I'm going to say, in the old version, it looks incredible as well. Maybe even look better. I suppose the clarity doesn't really make huge amount of sense. It looks better with the kind of fog in the distance, but still very impressive. What can we do? Just start it, see what happens. Okay, we're away. Korlik seems to be chasing. He's been shouted by Madork, which means he's got that double defense. Temporarily, but not ideal for this early part of the game. Oh, and they've all joined. I thought we might get away with it here, with them being stuck slightly further up when I recast Decoy. Okay, we're in a decent enough position here. Decoy taking some hits. Talik and his whirlwind, absolutely brutal as well. But everyone seems concentrated on the Decoy. Maybe it's worth me switching to Madork. Yeah, I mean, he's going to go down pretty quickly, I reckon. And I can maybe clip Talik at the same time. Okay, going well so far. Bit of repositioning. Got to be careful here. Annoyingly, Madork seems to like throwing his axes at me every now and then. But a little bit of kiting. Slow missiles. Oh, damn, that is going to hurt in the morning. A little bit of repositioning here. A bit worried. You don't want to get too close to Talik because he might whirlwind through and then suddenly decide I'm better. Oh, okay, we're just out of range. It doesn't look like he should be, but Keep shooting at Corlick. Hopefully Talik runs into the arrow. And hopefully it pierces through and hits Corlick anyway. Corlick looks like he might be in real trouble as well. Nice. Okay, just got Talik. I actually got clipped a few times at the end there. I've got to say, my heart rate was up. Very, very liable to ruin a good run with some bad, impatient skill at the end. Lads, we're here. We've made it. To that final zone. Just get past these first few levels of this. Can't work out if we're going up or down. I'm guessing we're going up to the top of the Worldstone chamber. And did you hear that? Is he hitting the decoy? Actually, yeah. Did you know that? Bale really doesn't like decoys. So it's not me that's not moving or not attacking. It's the decoy. Unfortunately, that poison doesn't hit everything around. Otherwise, that'd be quite cool. It's actually worse for me, as I was getting occasionally clipped every time by like the poison cloud. And this looks pretty comfortable at this point. Death Lords, no issue whatsoever. Not with a decoy this strong. And we're on to wave 1 already. Colenso the Annihilator. And he's left himself open here. With some arrows in the side of the head. Now just the cleanup crew. Not a great fan of the fact these guys can dissipate every time one of them dies. We don't necessarily want them dissipating in my direction. I've got 159 hit points though. I still think maybe against the minions of the minions of destruction, they could probably wreck me pretty comfortably, pretty quickly. And I'm not looking forward to this fight at the very end here. Bale could be an absolute nightmare. Once the first few Unravelers start going down, you know it's only a matter of time. And actually, the piercing here is hitting a lot of the resummoned skeletons. You seem to be very susceptible to my attack. Just don't think they've got the health. Decoy holding up like a champ. What a great skill, by the way. Never really used it before. But incredible, incredible. I think the thing is, it is a very slow way of playing. I can't see how this will be useful for some of the meta classes whatsoever. But for a challenge run like this, really, really great. And it's great to be using. It's great to still find inspiration in this game in skills like Magic Arrow and Decoy. Because otherwise, when are you going to use them, right? Now, council members do heal one another, so we have to be pretty cautious here. Yeah, and there we see it. I think we might have it. Oh my god. Okay, we might have to split these guys up. Decoy holding up. Come on, we got him? Yeah, we got him. Took long enough. I'm quite confused as to why the decoy is so good. Is it dodging? I don't think that takes dodge as one of my skills. What a... I think at this point, decoy, right? That's just such a good skill. I'm worried that it's somehow like, oh, it's bugged up to a certain level and then suddenly it starts calculating correctly and I'm going to ruin it. And even now, I'm pretty confident just to tank that Venom Lord. Only one of them. Got decent fire resist. Decent resists all round, especially cold resist with the helm we've got with a 44 cold resist. And now the real test. And these guys are like the Bashi boys on steroids. And they look like they're on steroids. But these guys, maybe these are more like on cocaine. And steroids. Okay, maybe it's just a case of positioning the decoy correctly. This felt very risky, by the way. Because my big worry was the decoy was going to run out. So after each of these minions destructions, I had to recast the decoy and just hope it didn't run out. Because I know if they reposition, I'm never going to get the one again. The one that I've been targeting for 2.5 minutes. Or however long it was. But what a run. When you can use such useless skills, play as a 1 hit point, 1 mana star, and you are now killing the minions of destruction. And even listed the Tormentor, who was not easy by any means. Oh, and his dirk fell off. Ugh. Not the way to, not a dignified way to go. And now already, I'm terrified of this. If you don't summon the decoy directly next to Bale, he goes mental, by the way. The idea of you being here, he hates it. And he repositions so frequently that he knocks the decoy out of position and then he just goes ham. Goes crazy, just throws spells everywhere. He also has a really irritating chance to block. You can see every time I'm hitting that X on over him, it's pretty much him blocking rather than me missing. I've got such high attack rating with the points I've got into Magic Arrow. I'm getting clipped a lot as well. Can't dodge out of the way. So I cannot be frozen is almost a necessity. Let's get out of here. Let's get some thawing potions prepped and ready. We've got the resist, but we just need to unfreeze ourselves so we can dodge if he casts it more than once. And I was maybe already 5-6 minutes into the fight at this point, and he is still looking pretty healthy. And of course, he teleports, dodge, cast a skill. At least I've got the thawing potion to use here. But again, because the decoy's been knocked back, I'm his target as much as the decoy is. Once again, repositions. Super frustrating fight, this. And at this point, I think, finally, we've got him. We had him in this little nook. And his decoy. And I'm running out of potions as well, thawing potions. But I had him in this little nook. And then I realised, yep, I was hitting the wrong guy. So annoying. When the fight goes on so long, I'm like, okay, well, this is definitely the right one. And I can tell, and I kind of think in my head, okay, it's definitely the one that's like completely aligns the text. That's the one. That's the clone. Don't hit that one. I've got him again. Good position. Moves around. I'm speeding this up a lot, as you can imagine, guys. This is not worth watching the unedited version of this, unless you really have got nothing to do with your life, as I did during this. Once again, we've got him. Okay, the decoy can just take on the... Yeah, we got it. I'm only partially ashamed to admit that I did kill another clone, recording it thinking, this is the time. This is the time. And then killed the clone and realised, you know, we're still going. We're still going strong. Terrible drops, by the way. But we had some really good drops during this. Storm Strike, you think short battle bow. It's just useless. Look at this. Compared to Insight, and how difficult one is to find versus the other, then yeah, weird. Let's potion up. Gem short bow, lead crow. Never really used that lead crow, but great find early on. Really nice. Tao Tao Rao. Wow. Tao Tao Rao. What can I say? Incredible. Carried us most of the game. A lot of other bows. We had a lot of backups here. Shale Rune as well I found at one point, which could be really nice. Maybe to put that into the right kind of unique. Insight's incredible though. Absolutely incredible. He's just got so many good stats. I didn't even realise he had that +1 to crit strike. Biggin's Bonnet. I mean, I'm wearing Biggin's Bonnet just because it's so beautiful. I'm also wearing this because it looks so nice. This glowing breastplate, which I saved purely to look good when I went out on the town. Fire resist boots. Can you believe I've still got them in my inventory? But they are really... That's such a lot of fire resist. You don't think I showed picking up that angelic halo there, 20 life ring. Incredible gloves. Love to have got the boots to go alongside. You saw me get that belt, and I'm sure you're as pleased as I was. We had this attempt to earn imbue at one point. Here we find ourselves back once again. The Valkyrie putting herself very excited by the looks of it. I love the fact you can get behind this bar now. Let's have a look at some of these. Magic Arrow, level 18, plus 18 damage for all those points in there as well. But there is a decent like physical damage to magic damage conversion, which might be good with the right kind of bow. Crit strike, again up to level 6, more than enough. All of these, like 2 points in a lot of those, is more than enough, especially when you start getting those plus skills. Slow missiles, never really used it, never liked it. But inner sight, very, very cool. Valkyrie, 1 wasted point. At least someone can serve drinks here in the bar, because the decoy can't join us. Very decent resists, considering I never bothered doing Anya. Really proving that you don't need vitality and energy to be viable. Huge strength. Huge huge dexterity as well. Completely pointless. Archery deciding to put her in the kitchen. That is not a statement I meant to make. I needed to get back behind the bar. Thanks so much to the guys who made the mods. So the Darkness mod and the 1 hit point mod. I'll put the links in the description for those. Very tough run, especially at the start. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking through it. Some of those jokes got pretty silly at certain points. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing some skills you otherwise wouldn't normally see in one of these runs. And who knows, maybe a no-hit run is on the cards. But drop in the comments if you want to see it. Cheers.